So do you want to learn how to reach 10K followers on Instagram in 2022? If so, you're in the right place because I just recently hit 10K followers and I did a lot of things right and I also did a lot of things wrong, but I want to walk you through step by step all the best strategies so you do not waste time doing things that honestly are not going to help you grow. So if you get value out of this video, make sure that you like it and subscribe because I create content like this every single week. So first things first, you definitely want to ask yourself, why do you even want to reach 10K followers in the first place? Before, it made a lot of sense for the 10K followers to be a milestone because at 10K, you got the swipe up feature. Now that feature has been redesigned as a link sticker that pretty much everybody has access to at this point. And to be very transparent with you, reaching 10K followers is going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of consistency, and a lot of discipline. And if you don't have a strong why behind why you want to reach this milestone, you're probably not going to hit it. Now, for me, this 10K milestone, was pretty important to me. Now, you guys know I love YouTube. I focus most of my energy on YouTube. However, though, as a social media coach, having 10K followers on Instagram does just give me a little bit more credibility, right? And then also, it's easier to work with brands the more followers you have. So this level of social proof is always good for my business. But I don't think it is extremely necessary, right? Because I don't think these vanity metrics have any bearings on my expertise, and neither should you. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, one of the first things that you want to consider when it comes to growing on Instagram is your audience and the particular niche that you want to serve. The worst thing that you can do is just post content and just think people are gonna follow you just cause. It doesn't really work like that, okay? I'm gonna put my Instagram on the screen, boom. And within a couple of seconds, even with me just posting my bio, you know exactly who I am, who I serve, right? And what value you are gonna get from following me, right? If you do not have that within your own Instagram, you're pretty much shooting yourself in the foot, because if people don't understand what they're gonna get from you, what type of content immediately when they land on your profile, they are not going to follow you, okay? People have the attention span of a grapefruit right now. And so people have to know within an instant, who you are, what you do, and what value they're gonna get from following you. So that is something that you definitely want to think about. And then, you want to go even deeper, right? So within your actual niche, what is your own unique value proposition? So for me, I'm a YouTube coach, but what makes me different from, let's just say, Think Media or vidIQ or other people within the space? What makes my content different? Now, some of this may be blatant, right? I might put this in the bio, but a lot of this comes out within my own content. And the same thing for you. What makes you different? What makes you unique within your space that will cause somebody to follow you rather than follow somebody within your niche? So these are all things that you really want to think about. And I know you may be thinking like, man, this is just Instagram. It's not that deep. But honestly, it really is, especially if you want to reach the 10K mark, because reaching the 10K mark pretty much kind of solidifies you as a micro influencer. And so you definitely want to take time to really figure out your audience, your niche, and your unique value proposition. So now I want to give you my content strategy that has really helped me grow, especially over these last several weeks. Now, it goes without saying, but if you really want to grow as fast as possible, you have to use Instagram Reels. There's literally no way around it, okay? I will say that Instagram Reels has been a very, very pivotal, strategy for my own Instagram growth. Literally, I've grown over, 4,500 followers in the last couple of weeks all because of Instagram Reels, and I literally made a video on it, so definitely check that out. But I still want to give you some tips in this video. The first tip is using trending sounds. Trending sounds are very, very important. They're going to give you more reach, more exposure. So definitely use trending sounds. Number 2, you want to make sure that your video is 15 seconds or less. Okay, the shorter the video means that more people will watch more of the video, because I will say something in the algorithm, the more people that watch 100% of the video, the more that they'll push it out to other people. So definitely keep it short and sweet. And then another thing is you want to make sure that your content that you're actually creating is very, very entertaining or gives a lot of value. And with those 3 tips, that should help you, create, really good Instagram Reels. But again, check out this video because I go a lot more in depth. Now, the second content strategy that's still working very, very well right now is carousel posts. Now, carousel posts work good and very well on Instagram because they keep people on the platform. I'd recommend keeping it at its max, so 9 to 10 posts if possible. Normally, people use carousel posts to give a lot of value. So a lot of people use educational posts with carousels, right? And they do very, very well. Now, you can try to figure out a strategy that will work best for you, but especially if you're in the educational niche, right? Using carousel posts can definitely get you a lot of saves, a lot of shares, and Instagram will give you a lot more impressions and reach, so more people can see your post. Now, I will say longer form video does well on Instagram. Also, obviously Instagram Reels is gonna do better, but if you have a video that's longer than 60 seconds, I would still recommend posting it because it's still gonna do better than a normal static image post, because Instagram did come out a few months back and say that they're no longer just a photo sharing app. So all video content, they're really pushing right now. So long form video is a really good content strategy outside of just using static images. So now you're probably wondering, what do you do after you post your content? Well, first things first is you want to make sure that you reply to every comment that you get on your post. The reason why this is so important is, for one, you show the person that actually commented on your post the respect to at least respond. Because for me, I try to do my very best to respond to every comment, every DM that I get, because for one, think about it like this. If somebody was having a conversation with you in the street and you didn't reply, do you think that they would have another conversation with you? Probably not. They probably think that you were weird and, something's up with this guy, right? So I try to do my very best to respond with haste and, respond with value, right? Because then people realize, hey, this person is a real human being. They actually respect my time. They actually appreciate my comment, right? I'm more than likely to engage with this person again, right? Or they may follow me because I actually answered their comment. The second thing that you want to do is, be a pillar in your industry. So if you see content that's doing well, or somebody else within your industry, don't be a hater, comment, build relationships, right? That's what social media is for. And the more relationships that you build with social media, more than likely, again, that person is going to look at your profile, right? They're going to want to follow you. You may want to follow them. This should all be organic and natural. I know a lot of people tell you to do this as a growth strategy, but I really don't think it's a growth strategy. I think it's just, a way to really build rapport and really build your name in the community and be a part of, your industry, your tribe. So there's no way to do that if you don't talk to anybody, right? So, talk to people, engage, be authentic. And you'll be surprised how far this can go. The next thing is you definitely want to, utilize your stories. So you want to make sure that you share every piece of content to your stories. If somebody shares your content, reshare it again to your stories. Thank them, DM them, right? It's all about engagement from here. And I promise you, it will make a world of difference on your Instagram account. Now, if you made it this far in the video, comment down below your favorite tip that I've mentioned thus far, and I will shout you out in my next YouTube video. So I do want to give you this bonus tip that I found. So whenever I seem to be running Instagram ads, my organic Instagram content always does better. Now, I know for some of you, you may not have a business to where you need to be running, Instagram ads for, but for me, I have a YouTube coaching business and a, digital marketing business, right? To where I run Instagram ads from time to time. And whenever I run these ads, it always seems like my, regular Instagram content that I post always does better. It gets more reach, more impressions, more likes, stuff like that. And it makes sense, right? I scratch their back, they scratch my back type of thing. And these social media platforms all make money from, people, advertisers like me spending money on their platform. So it's one of the ways that they incentivize people to continuously spending money, and running ads. So, I would recommend start small, have a $5 a day budget, and you'll notice, increases to your regular organic content. Okay, but that is it for the video. I hope that you guys really enjoyed it. Again, thumbs it up and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and then check out my last video because I know it will give you some value as well. Until next time, be easy.